Here we have the Polar Bear H20 24-pack cooler, which is a soft-sided cooler that goes well above and beyond the average soft cooler that you can get in your local department store. This cooler's value for the dollar really puts the Yeti hopper to shame, as it only costs maybe half of what the Yeti does. The H20 series here is Polar Bear's flagship model, and it is 100% waterproof and leak-proof and won't sweat like other soft coolers do. It will float in the water, and this YKK10 splash guard zipper has a really nice rubberized kind of coating with a design that will keep water out of the cooler. Water can dribble out, if you tip it up like that or whatever, or if it gets tipped over, but I mean it's not that much, and you're gonna have that with nearly all soft-sided coolers. And it's not a big deal to me, because unless you're like just chucking your cooler wherever and like a madman, it's not going to be an issue. It is great for those times you want to get rid of some excess water, just tip it up without having to open it up slightly or do anything like that. You can just get rid of some of that water that way. That zipper comes with this nice zipper pull, which just makes it so much easier to open than on the Yeti. So you can just throw your finger right in there and just comes right open. It's very nice. If any of you have used that Yeti hopper, that zipper can be just a pain to get open. The buckles and nylon straps here feel very premium, very thick and rugged. I don't know if it is ballistic nylon, but it certainly does feel like it. It feels very substantial, and it's, you're not gonna damage this unless you're taking a knife to it and you're trying to damage it. On the side there are 12 carabiner clips, 6 on each side here, and that's awesome if you want to attach whatever gear you want to. Just clip it right on there. Very handy. There's also these 8 stainless steel tie-down buckles, 4 on each side. So you want to stick it to a kayak or four-wheeler, whatever, anything that moves, strap this sucker down to it and take it anywhere you go. On the front here is this very substantial rubberized mesh pouch here, so if you want to throw some stuff in it that you don't want to get wet inside the cooler, maybe keys, a wallet, whatever. It's a great option. The Yeti has external storage on the hopper, but they want to charge you $30 for it. That's a bit ridiculous if you ask me. I mean, why can't you just incorporate a pouch like this? The bottom of the cooler here has this nice rubberized section here that is anti-sliding, anti-skidding, so it's going to fit on a boat deck or truck bed, wherever you put it, and it's not going to go sliding across. It's a very nice feature. It feels very, very, very thick and durable. On the sides here, you've got these buckles that hold the sides of the cooler down, and they're, quick release. Nice looking buckles here. You just slide it on, just like that. And they also double as a bottle opener. How cool is that? Again, with the Yeti, they'll give you a bottle opener if you register the cooler and you wait 3 weeks. But if you want to attach it to the side of the cooler, they want to charge you $30 for their little Molly attachment. Again, ridiculous, Polar Bear, they've included it right in the design. Just goes to show you that, Yeti seems to be after your money, and Polar Bear, they're looking out for the customer and, trying to incorporate as much functionality into their base design, which I really respect. Now for the meat of the cooler. This outer layer is a heavy-duty waterproof tarpaulin shell with integrative reflective space layering. When you open the cooler, take the sides, you can just see instantly just how much more space you get than that Yeti hopper. I mean, the Yeti hopper has this little zipper, and you gotta rub your arm against the zipper. You can't really see what's going in there. Look, just bam! Look how much space you got there. We're gonna throw this up against the hopper in an ice test, and you'll just be able to see just how different it is. Now the inside here is this really heavy duty, what do they call it? DuraTemp liner. It's a FDA approved food grade liner, PVC free. So, you know, you can safely store food, beverages. Nothing's gonna leach into your food. It's gonna be safe, no toxins, and it just feels like a military grade raft of some kind. You know, it just feels very substantial. Again, it is waterproof, leak proof. It's not gonna come out. There is a 2-year warranty if anything happens, but you know, I've inspected this and it looks like the quality control is excellent on this. All around the sides here, you can feel this really thick, dense foam. They call it I believe a closed cell foam, and it just feels like, you know, it's really gonna do well at keeping the cold temps inside and keeping that ice retention up there. You know, like I said, we're definitely gonna put this to the test and see how long it's gonna last. But I've seen other reports and I've seen a few other tests, and I can already predict that this thing is going to be, you know, a great performer in the ice test. I'm fairly confident it's going to blow the Yeti out of the water. But you know what? We'll put it to the test and see. Alright, and here we are with the Yeti Hopper 20. Starting the ice test. Zipper's a little small, so it's going to be hard to get that ice in here. Oh, we'll try. Spreading it open maybe. Oh, it's a pain to load. This is not going well. Alright, so it's not going to be anywhere near 20 pounds here. But we will fill it up as much as we can. And here we are again with the Polar Bear H20 24-pack cooler. About to start the ice test. You can already tell it's going to be so much easier loading ice than it was with that Yeti Hopper. If you saw that part, man, that was a bear to get in there. Let's grab the ice. We got 20 pounds here, but do not think it will all fit. Open it up. Yeah, there we go. All kinds of it. Probably about 16 pounds out of that bag. Loaded up with 4 beverages, pre-chilled. Alright, let's see if we can lock this down. Let's cinch it down with the quick release buckles. We will check it 24 hours, see where we stand. Man, it's so much easier than the Yeti. Alright, till tomorrow. And we are back with the Polar Bear H20 cooler. Now it's been 48 hours, day 2. I didn't realize the holiday weekend would change my plans of being able to check the coolers, but I was out of town, so I apologize. But 48 hours in, let's take a look and see what we got here. And on the Polar Bear here we have some ice melt, but definitely still a ton of ice in there. And now you might notice here, even with the sides buckled down, I can easily access the cooler and see what's going on in there. Compare that to the Yeti on day 2 as well. A lot harder to get in there and take a look. I'd say there's a little more water than in the Polar Bear. There was slightly less ice in the Hopper as well, so we'll see how that compares over time, but definitely more water here in the hopper than compared to the Polar Bear H2O. So we'll come back in another 24 hours and see what's up. And we are back with the Polar Bear H2O cooler. This is day 3 now, 72 hours into the ice challenge. Let's take a look and see what we got. I have drained a lot of the water just to give a better idea of what kind of ice is left. Still quite a bit of ice in there. I'd say a good couple, 3-4 pounds probably. Still enough to last a few more days, I believe. If this were a beverage cooler, you know, I would leave that cold water in there, but I just wanted to get a good idea of the ice content. So we'll see how that compares to the Yeti, which definitely less ice going on in here right now than the Polar Bear. I don't foresee the hopper lasting more than another day, but we'll see. We'll come back and check in another 24 hours. Alright, we are back with the Polar Bear Coolers H2O 24 pack, and the final results are in. The H2O lasted roughly 4.5 days, which was about a day longer than the hopper. I am really impressed by its performance, and the portability of this cooler makes it the perfect option for keeping things cold on the go. The real question is, why would anyone choose a Yeti over the H2O? I mean, the H2O holds ice for longer. It has more functionality, like the bottle openers, the pouch. And to top it off, it only costs about half the price of the Yeti. I guess some people might like the look of the Yeti, but is that really worth paying double for? No way. Not for me, man. If you want a soft cooler that can hold ice for an extended weekend, is really easy to carry wherever you go, and it's a lot cheaper than the Yeti, you really should check out Polar Bear Coolers H2O series. I can honestly say that it is an incredible cooler for the price. And I want to thank Polar Bear for giving me the opportunity to review this unit. It's a great product. You guys do great work, and you can just tell that a lot of thought went into creating this, and I appreciate that. Thanks again.